All right, friends, we're up to chapter 13. We've got 4 chapters to go. We still don't know what SSMP means. We still don't know how they're going to defeat these big fish. They keep coming up out of the ground and eating things. So let's see if maybe we get some answers to our questions. Here we go. Chapter 13, On the Wrong Track. Chomp! Alexander thought of hungry tunnelfish as he shoveled macaroni into his mouth. Oof, he said, scooting his chair back. You're finished already? His dad asked. Yeah, Dad, Alexander said and headed to the door. I'm meeting my friends in 10 minutes. Oh, remember, they're meeting up. That's right. His dad gave a double thumbs up. Good for you, Al. Playing with your new friends. Call if you need anything. The sun was setting when Alexander arrived at the old Kickball Diamond. Here he is, scarfing down his macaroni and cheese. And here he is. Remember, he's supposed to meet up with Rip and with Nikki at that old baseball field or kickball field. And from what I can see, I see Rip and Nikki are already there. Alexander's the last one to get there. Hey, Salamander! Rip stood near home plate, talking to a girl. Alexander hadn't seen her before. She had a long ponytail and was holding a flashlight. Alexander trotted over. Hi, I'm Alex. He froze. Wait, Nikki, where's your hoodie? Nikki shrugged. I only wear it during the day. Enough chit-chat, Rip said. Tell us what SSMP stands for. Okay, said Nikki. Follow me. She led the boys through the outfield, stopping near a stretch of rusty railroad track. Here we are, Nikki said. She shone her flashlight on an old train car parked on the tracks. It looked like the caboose. Alexander stared at the initials on the side of the car. SSMP is a railroad? Yep, said Nikki. It's the old Sturmont Superfast Mountain Pacific Railroad. It stopped running years ago. What's a rundown railroad got to do with a monster notebook? Asked Rip. Beats me, said Alexander, but there must be a connection. Let's peek inside and... What's that noise? Rip asked. Here's Nikki. She doesn't have her hoodie on, so we've never really seen her whole face. Now we can actually see her. And here is the old train car with SSMP on the side. Nikki seems to think it stands for the name of the railroad. I wonder if that's true. Look, Nikki yelled. The pitcher's mound. It's moving. Just then, a spiky fin burst from the dirt. A scaly beast bulldozed its way toward the kids, chomping everything in its path. Run! Shouted Alexander. Oh boy. That looks pretty scary to me. Chapter 14 is called Hard to Swallow. Here we go. The tunnelfish snapped at Alexander's heels, then Nikki's, then Rip's. Flash! A light, Alexander called out. Someone's in that caboose. They raced over and climbed onto the platform at the back of the caboose. The tunnelfish stopped at the caboose's metal wheels. Ha! Said Rip. Another line, sucker! The creature opened its toothy mouth. Roar! A moment later, a school of growling tunnelfish began circling the caboose. Come on, said Alexander, catching his breath. We'll be safer inside. He knocked on the caboose's back door. It swung open. Hello? Alexander said. No answer. Alexander stepped inside. A lantern hung from the ceiling, casting light on a strange yellow flag. And here it is. Here's the strange... Well, first, here you go. They got up on the caboose just in time. Here's the strange flag, and it has those same letters, SSMP. Has a monster with a fork and a knife. or a fork and a spoon maybe. And it says, don't get eaten. Guys, Alexander said, you've got to see what's in here. The three of them inspected the caboose in total silence. Oh, I wonder what they're going to find. Let's see. Look at all the cool stuff. Binoculars, a ski pole, cheese grater, a key, some sort of fork, a rake. That could be like treasure. And there's a map, and there's a saxophone and a feather, and chains. Oh my goodness. This side looks like there's a globe, and a cup filled with markers, and a ladder. All sorts of strange things. And then there's the flag again. And they can see the flag because the lantern is on, which is strange. Why would the lantern be on? Whoa, said Alexander, touching a map on the wall. What is this place? It's a hideout, said a whispery voice. Who said that? Rip asked, looking around. It came from that box, said Nicky, pointing at a large trunk in the corner. Creak. The lid of the trunk opened, and Abraham Lincoln slowly rose from inside. Actually, it wasn't Abraham Lincoln. It was a tall, shaky man with a fake beard and top hat. I wonder who it could be. Mr. Horsley, what? Alexander shouted. Shh! Mr. Horsley adjusted his beard. I'm trying to hide. There he is. So they found Mr. Horsley. From the tunnel fish? Asked Rip. Tunnel fish? Mr. Horsley peered out the window. Oh no, they're here! That means she tracked me down. He crouched back into the trunk, letting the lid close. Who's tracked you down? Asked Alexander. Slam! A white boot kicked in the door. Coach Gill vaulted in the caboose. Aha! I found you, she shouted, drawing her sword. Revenge is mine! Wait. She looked around. Where's Horsley? Oh, she sees the three of them, but no Mr. Horsley, so she's wondering where he might be. Let's see if she finds him. Alexander shrugged. Rip and Nicky studied the floorboards, so they're not going to tell her. I know you're hiding him, Coach Gill hissed. Take me to him now. Who, Mr. Horsley? Asked Alexander, leaning against the trunk's lid. Didn't you say he was on vacation? A bone-rattling rumble shook the caboose, swinging the lantern and knocking a pair of skis onto Rip's head. Nicky stumbled, spilling a sack of giant feathers. Alexander looked out the window in time to see an enormous fish explode through the soil. Its huge jaws chomped down on all of the surrounding tunnel fish and the caboose in one giant bite. Alexander gulped, and so did the giant fish. Oh boy. It's a big fish right there. Looks like it's going to have the whole caboose as part of its dinner, including all of those people who are inside of it. What will they do? They better come up with a plan. Guess what? That's the end of chapter 14. So I'm going to leave you hanging there. You'll have to think about how they might just get out of this problem here. Chapter 15 is called Slip of the Tongue. Tongue, fish. Give that some thought. And we'll see tomorrow how they figure out how to get out of this really tricky problem that they've created.